get them 0 to 5 just that quick. Blue, what's up? 03, it's up. That get them, they're pouring in now. 5 likes and 14 people. James, what's going on? James, England. I don't recall seeing you before, brother. Welcome. Timothy, what's going on in Italy? C Hill, howdy. American Hillbilly. That sounds familiar. Have you been on here before? Venom, what's up? Joshua, Jamie, John, another Timothy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Oh, goodness. What's going on with y'all? Hit that like button for me. 15 people and 8 likes. Hit that old thumbs up. I thought you had been, Hillbilly. Well, that's a good deal. I reckon. Hopefully he's local where you can see him once in a while. John's in his first year trucking. Have you been watching any of my videos, John? What do you do for him, Hillbilly? Don't mind me, folks. Oh, I'm at a dealer where I deliver in the morning. Well, cool, James. Glad you came back. That's cool, Jamie. Most of them, I've got a whole bunch of them. JJ, what's up? The Saints were robbed of a spot in the Super Bowl. Well, I don't know if they was robbed. I didn't watch the ball game. You know that. But now there's 1 or 2 in here that might pick on you about it. You unload and load trailers. Who for? Just watch the Rams win over the Saints. Okay, Blue. Well, that ain't good, Josh. Welcome to Modern Day Trucks. Okay, XPO. We've had a couple others in here that did XPO and whatnot. Bradley, what's up? You be in Knoxville. I'm here in Dallas. Good old Dallas, Texas. Right down the road from the Flying J and the TA, and buddy boy, there was no parking there. I stopped at another one before I got down here. 3 different ones, there was no parking. So I came over here to my receiver, which I didn't think they would let me park here, and he's like, yeah, if you can find a spot against the back fence, have at it. There was 1 spot. That's all I needed. I understand, James. John's with Prime. What a deal. Well, James, if you'll hit that little bell and get the notifications, there ain't really nothing to watch when I do these live streams, so you can listen in as you're trucking. I have several people that do that. I ain't ate no dinner yet. I'm munching on a couple of donuts. Don't tell Grandma. Yeah, that's why I said I thought I'd seen you before, Hillbilly. But I have so many come and go in here. Then you had that with my sometimers, and been having to deal with somebody like Jim Dunn. Big Mike, I want to hear about what you're twiddling. Shit, I couldn't find no parking in Dallas. Well, that's a good thing if they're paying you for all that work. And you can always catch them the next day. Oh no. And people all parked out in the road and stuff, all kinds of no parking signs. And I don't play that game. You don't hear me blowing no horn. Oh, there ain't no blizzard up there, man. No, actually, Mike, there are others. Canada has their share of hillbillies and their share of rednecks. Ireland's got some hillbillies over there, and I don't know what else you'd call them. But yeah, there's a few other hillbillies around. And besides, he's proud to be an American. I hear you, Timothy. That's what I thought you meant. Papa Joe's Fireside Trucker Chat. Now, I ain't got no fire going, thank you very much. Paul, what's going on, brother? 18 degrees. What a deal. Yeah, that's where I'm by. I'm down here at the Kenworth, just down past them. Yeah, there or the Flying J, neither one. Flying J or TA, neither one. Uh-huh. Italian hillbillies, huh? I know, wasn't it Italy that had the resistance during World War I or World War II, I forget. They some bad boys and girls. Mama made some homemade tater soup. That's a good deal there, Pa. It ain't good for your girlish figure, but I love me some tater soup. Especially if they threw a little ham in there with it. Oh, that was cold-blooded. Probably the landlord. I hear you, hillbilly. Well, I grew up where we didn't have to flush the toilet. We just had to close the door on the outhouse when we left it. Keep the critters out. We had no cistern on the back porch. We had to pump our water and carry it in the house. Now they frown on them old houses nowadays. We do too, Mike. Twice a year, whether we need to or not. Nope, we hit the creek. If the creek is rising and we got to cross it, we get a bath. I see Mike's full of vinegar. Well, cool. Now, what kind of Mountain Dew did you use? Regular Mountain Dew or Diet Mountain Dew? And you get them to eat pizza? No wonder you got a pub. Pizza and beer, that ought to bring them hillbillies down out of the hills. Why do you think Diet Mountain Dew wouldn't work in it? I don't know about that, JJ. That'd take a lot of work on him. Four generations of debt. Alex, what's going on? I don't recall seeing you before. Welcome to the live stream. I figured y'all might want to look at something besides my pretty mug. Pretty decent sunset over there, ain't it? Second time in, well, welcome back. 03, you're only new at trucking, rookie. See, I got y'all looking out so you can't see me eating my donuts. Yeah, JJ a little tore up over that game, Alex. So don't hurt his feelings. He's a Saints fan. You'd think him living in Louisiana, he would know to cheer for Dallas. Well, hopefully they're hillbilly. Mitch, what's up in Canada? Hell, I had to watch Jim Dunn's video to learn how to drive one. What do you think? I done forgot how, you reckon? No, you can't. You can't hear me eating nothing, because I ain't eating nothing. Jim Dunn, take your evening meds. Well, I don't blame you, JJ. I wouldn't like somebody that always beat my ass either. Well, that's totally understandable. Yep, that's it. We got to teach Jim Dunn how to do new math, or old math. He's been doing the new math, and somehow he comes up where he drives 200 miles a day and he figures he did 700. That's some of that new math they got going on. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Condolences to Timothy. "22 people and 16 likes. What's up with that?" Thank you. Uh-huh. Yeah, Dunkin' ain't too bad. They're a little pricey, but they ain't too bad. Back when I drank coffee, I used to drink some of their coffee. And actually, Dunkin' makes a pretty good breakfast sandwich, too. Well, there's a few of you that ain't hit that like button. About 4 of you, actually. You put the new leader on Facebook? You lost me. What do you mean the new leader? Well, about time somebody found a good use for Mike. Using him as a threat, that'll work. Now they all hit up. We're only one short. Thank you, folks. Yeah, but you got to get him to bring more than donuts. Bring in some breakfast burritos or breakfast tacos or breakfast sandwiches. Oh, litter of puppies. Uh-huh, with a good trucker, huh? I wish they was a little bit smaller. See if I get one for Grandma. Ooh, what's up? Excuse me. Mike, you want a puppy? I know you're a cat person. You want a puppy? Y'all wouldn't believe the size of this cat I seen at our yard today. One of the biggest domestic type cat I ever seen. Well, he probably figured you're bringing your own coffee. But I worked up there on night shift. I'd have my own coffee pot. Of course, then all the freeloaders would be over there drinking your coffee and not buying any supplies. Yeah, it got up to around 50 coming down to Dallas. I think she said they was miniature schnauzers or something. They get up around 20 pounds type deal, I think she said. Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with a full-size dog. Except Grandma don't want one. She wants a lap dog, and a full-size dog don't make a good lap dog for an old woman. And I damn sure don't want a full-size dog when she comes riding with me in the truck. Actually, Hillbilly, when I started trucking, I had like 3 thermoses I carried with me. And I was addicted to coffee for a long time. It just got so bad out here on the coffee because everybody had different water. You could tell what part of the state or part of the country you got your coffee in from the taste of the water it was made with. I finally just quit drinking it. You got a Chihuahua? Does it ride with you? Chihuahuas can be cool. They be ornery little shits too. Yeah, I'll bet, Hillbilly. Well, Grandma wanted me to have a truck dog just to make me slow down and get out of the truck. That was before ELDs and all that nonsense. That just didn't work out. But then when she rode with me, she had 2 or 3 of them with her at a time. And between her and the puppy dogs, I was stopping for pee breaks a lot more than I wanted. Yeah, exactly. That would hurt Grandma. Howdy, Alan. I got well over 25. The St. Bernard is not going to make you a truck dog, Hillbilly. You're talking about getting in a truck? A St. Bernard is not the dog for a truck. Well, that's I-20, that interstate you see over there in the background. I've seen all kinds of stuff in trucks out here. Back in the cab over days, I seen old boy must have had 8 damn full-grown dogs in that truck with him. So he didn't even have a truck. That was just a rolling dog kennel. I was like, Lord, you know that thing got to stink. Well, if you have stuff like that, it's my understanding you got to have warnings on the doors and stuff for DOT and customs and all that. Wouldn't that be cute? All right, driver, grab your snake and get out of the truck. In an aquarium? Actually, I debated on doing something like that, Timothy. I thought about getting a, oh, dadgummit, the little fish that does air. I can't think what you call them right now. Oh, exactly, who? That's what I was talking about. He's on that old stuff, James. I'm still a baby. I still got training wheels on. The ELDs ain't too bad. Yeah, there's several. If you watch, there's a lot of trucks out here. They got some kind of little plants and stuff in them. At one time, I had a live Christmas tree on my dash for a couple of years there. Grandma went out and got me some little bitty, teeny tiny miniature ornaments and stuff to put on it. It was in a burlap bag. Glued the a pot down for it to set in. Well, it's called cuddling. That's why you have so many summer babies, because of cold winters. Well, for you, hillbilly, you need to be working. Not working to keep you warm. Yeah. hear you, James. Well, how you pronounce that? Shognate or whatever, PETA? We don't play that nonsense in here, man. Good conversation is more than welcome. I hear you, Timothy. I hear you, Hillbilly. I used to haul a lot of PetSmart freight and would take it to the stores. And some of them morons that stacked them pallets, put a bunch of lightweight stuff on bottom, then they'd pile the dog food on top. Then you get where you're going to whatever store and it done fell over and crushed stuff, and oh, it was just stupid. See, hell, don't inter-exchange with them like that. I doubt if I'm the first one that's gone live stream. I know Trucker Jim has before, and I know several that have. Some of them I don't even want to mention them and give them credit. Yeah, I bet you do, Hillbilly. Yeah, I remember Jim Dunn. Y'all should have loaded your pallets better. Well, good deal, James. Thanks for the kind words. Well, exactly. That's how it should be, Hillbilly. Yeah, I got several people from Trucker Jim's channel. I ain't sure what he's doing now. I called him here a while back and chatted with him. I need to give him another call sometime, see what he's up to. He had some special gig he was going to try doing. I don't know. I did do a post on that Black Smoke Matters. I shared it on my Facebook wall and all that stuff. We'll see how it's going to go. I know the guy that was promoting it, and he's a pretty straight up trucker dude. So we'll see. I don't have a lot of faith in it, but we'll see. You can't get enough of these truckers together out here. Now, if you're going to go out and support us on that Black Smoke, I take it you're not a trucker. Yep, that's a fact, too. Boy, that's a fact, too, Jim Dunn. You do need help. Well, they didn't say they was blocking highways or anything that I'd read up on. They're just asking for all the trucks to shut down, I think, in April. So I haven't heard too much. See, the thing is you can play in a strike all you want. Who's going to be the spokesman for it? And what exactly do you expect to accomplish with a shutdown? So there has to be some organization to it. That's what I'm waiting to hear about. And trust me, over the years I've been out here, I've seen a lot of them. Well, if you work with truck drivers, you work with mentally ill folks too. So how are you going to go out and support the truckers if we do a strike? Oh, I boycotted California for years. I had my own personal reasons, but okay, well that's cool, man. To get a non-trucker supporting it, that'd be cool. I try not to interact with truckers, hillbilly. And a lot of my people, I wind up going to them multiple times for my receivers, just like this place. Now, I didn't know the guy in there I talked to earlier, but I know how to talk to folks. That goes a long ways. Some people, they don't know how to talk to folks. Mike, Jim. Mike's so damn big and he's got such a gruff voice, he intimidates people without even trying to. That's true, who? That's true too there, show. Well, see, hillbilly, when I talk about PetSmart, I'd get to my stores when I did that stuff. And if there was a pallet turned over, I'd get back there and help them. I didn't have to, but I'd get back there and help them because one thing, that's how I was raised. And another thing, it just helped to get me out of there quicker. And we both would be back there cussing the DC, Jim Dunn, that loaded it and shipped it out like that. Because he wasn't joking. He did work the PetSmart DC up there in Columbus, Ohio. And he was working there when I was hauling it out there. Well, normally it's your owner-operators that lead the strike. They're usually the ones that participate the most per average. It's the big mega companies, their drivers that don't participate simply because they can't afford to shut down and they don't realize that shutting down, they're the ones that get helped the most. And they're scared of losing their job. That last one they had 5 or 6 years ago, whatever it was, I shut down for it, and I was the only one shut down at that truck stop that I was at. I watched a ton of drivers come and go and was talking to them on the CB. They weren't stopping for nothing. Oh, well, you take pictures of them and you send them to your dispatcher, because a lot of places they're going to try to file a claim on the trucking company. So a smart truck driver, a lot of us, would get them pictures and send them to our company. Then it's up to the company what they do with it. Oh, they've been talking about shutdown since the 70s when they did that. That was the only one that really works. Well, it ain't a 60-hour reset. It's a 34-hour reset. And there ain't no parking regulations to speak of. There's a shortage of parking. There's a lot of stuff that's wrong. So the 30-minute break is most people's complaint. Those of us that have adapted over to the ELDs, we get by with the ELDs. We make do, even with a 34-hour reset and all that stuff. But that 30-minute, it's a killer. And then, of course, like I said, there is a parking shortage. Depends upon what part of the country you're in on how bad it is. You don't see too many load boards in the truck stops anymore, Tim. Not in this world of computers. Yeah, I'll bet, Hillbilly. Big Kev, what's going on? Well, that's why I'm at my receiver. I'm here in the Dallas, here on I-20, and the TA and Flying J's all packed out. Big D's up there packed out. So I came in here, and they know that we deliver here, and I was like, dude, I got delivery for in the morning. Can I hide out in the back? Oh, he let me. Nope, my trailer is always preloaded. Exactly, Mitch. Need a good leader. I'm in Dallas. What up, Michael? No, thank you, Big Mike. Dwayne, what's going on? Here in a little bit, I'm going to slide in the back and have me some pepper jack and head cheese sandwiches, courtesy of Big Mike. A big start on my second package he got me. So how many of y'all watch this morning's video? Or this morning's live stream after the fact? I've seen it had over 100 views, so evidently somebody watched it. Salt Lake City, huh? How bad is it where you're at, Michael? We're getting a lot of Michaels in here, too. Uh-huh, Paul. Damien, what's up? Michael's out there real close to you, Damien. He's supposed to deliver there by you. That's cool, James. Thank you. They said earlier I was supposed to get down to 19 in Georgia tonight. Yeah, it's supposed to get bad up that way. Welcome to winter trucking. Oh well. Someone gave me a thumbs down, huh? Well, that happens. That's why I need everybody else to give it a thumbs up. I guess I made them mad when I talked about head cheese and wasn't sharing with them. What do you think? Yep. Now you gotta watch them dispatchers. They think that freight's more important than your life. I had that go around here with this company with a general manager. Well, at least you got to see the rerun of it. Yeah, I like me some head cheese now. I got 3 different stores in Missouri. They're all the same truck stop, but I don't go to Missouri, so when Michael goes through, he'll grab me some. Well, you know how that works, Sea Hill. No sugar added. Well, if they're a snowflake, yeah, they'll get their feelings hurt on my channel. And I ain't even went on a rant or nothing tonight. I guess it's a good thing they didn't come in when I had the rant going, right? Then they'd be looking for their cuddly animal coloring book. I like me some boudin now. James, I take it you're trying to ask which truck stop the head cheese is in. I think those are the Fuel Mart. Is that Fuel City or Fuel Mart, Michael? There's one out there in by the exit 50 for Washington. That's what, Villa Ridge there. I can't think of the name of the one on 55 just south of St. Louis. Then on 70, if you're heading west, it's right there just past the Scale House. That Scale House just outside of St. Louis. Ah, okay, who? Now, how do you know that was them? I hear you, Mitch. Well, that's how I am, Michael. I'll top my tanks off, put my additives in there, then I'll just set it out and watch all them people that come in and park up. I've seen them toting that diesel out there in 1 gallon jugs. I'm like, you gonna make a lot of trips. Now, very seldom do you see truckers working out. Every once in a while you'll see some walking around the truck stop. You can tell they're doing laps. Well, if you've been watching my channel, you know my facial hair is liable to change any day. I've gone from full grown to Fu Manchu to goatees to you name it. I'll grow one way for a while and get tired of it. Just shave it into something else or shave it all off. I came out of the Marine Corps. I didn't shave or cut my hair for years. No, they wasn't stealing diesel. You got a storm coming in and they'll park up and not top their tanks off like Michael said he did. Then after idling all night or for a day, they're running low on diesel. They can't get their truck out or they're afraid they'll lose their parking spot. So they're running diesel back and forth from the fuel pumps to their truck. It's all on the up and up. It's just poor planning. Mongo, what's going on? Is it now, Dwayne? I wouldn't walk that far to find out. Any of y'all that ain't joined the Patreon page, that's a way to support the channel. They just put a link up for it, so if you really like my channel and you want to help support it, go sign up on the Patreon. You can make a monthly contribution to the channel, $1, $5, whatever. It is appreciated. Well, it ain't a matter of buying a diesel jug. The truck stop will run out of them. That's kind of like not carrying kitty litter with you, and then you need kitty litter. The truck stops will carry some of it, but they'll sell out quick. So if you ain't first one in there to get it, then you're just out of luck and got to figure out something else. Only 6 hours today. Well, I seen this morning y'all was hustling in there. I seen Larry down there keeping an eye on you, cracking a whip. He didn't put that on my channel or on my Facebook, did he? No, I'd stuck it in the freezer, Michael. I stuck one package in the freezer and just took it out when I got in this truck yesterday. So it should be thawed out now. Somebody was asking what fuel stops you was getting that at, and I can't remember. Well, I like smoking my meats, but I haven't, last year I don't think even fired up the Barbie. I like cooking everything, man. I like trying new stuff. I like experimenting. Now, have you watched any of my cooking videos? Paul's been watching some of them. He's tried 2 or 3 different recipes, and he's swearing by them. That's a fact, Mitch. Yeah, but the pay's so good, Mark. No, I do not do sushi. I like my fish cooked. I'm a hillbilly, but I don't eat raw meats. Well, see, I can't do that, Who? I have an allergy to iodine. So I don't do regular iodized salt. We use very little salt. When we do, it's non-iodized or sea salt. That's a fact, see, Hill. It is cut bait. Well, one of my boys, well, no, 2 of my boys eat the hell out of it. I can't stand it. Yeah, me either, Paul. I ain't walking around no truck stop barefooted. Good call, Big Mike. I haven't known anybody that did meth out here. Well, did you get all the trucks up and running and out there today, Mark? So is it all good to go? In case y'all are wondering, Mongo's one of our mechanics there at where I work. Exactly, James. The blood pressure, it don't help it either. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that liver cancer. But odds are he can't afford to stop driving that truck. It's about how I'll be. If I ever came down with anything real serious, I wouldn't be able to afford to stop until they just forced me out of it. Yeah, a lot of people like that sushi. I just ain't one of them. You're the lead in the shop? What happened with Dwayne? Exactly, Dwayne. I've seen too much of what gets emptied out of these trucks out there. And I walk around puddles when I got shoes on. Yeah, they got into overtime. I know that's killing Larry. Not financially. Just having to pay it. How old a fella is your daddy, hillbilly? I take it you're pretty much a younker, so he got to be close to around my age. Well, who, it ain't a matter of low sodium stuff. I have an allergy to iodine. So I have to stay away from iodine. Period. The shellfish, iodine in my salt, all of that stuff. I've done proved it to myself that it affects me quick, fast, and in a hurry. Well, now, Mark, they sent out a message with phone numbers and stuff. I don't think I got it. Are we still calling Dwayne if we've got issues of a night? Are you guys sharing the night call deal? What's up with that? I was going to ask next time I was in the yard, but y'all had all that chaos going, so I didn't ask yesterday. He was born in 66. He's 7 years younger than me. He's about 52 then. Well, that's if you can get out from underneath the trailer, Michael. Jose, ain't seen you in a while, little man. What's up with you? You still out in California? I think you went out to California, didn't you? Been hitching a ride, have you? I did that back in the 70s. I could tell stories, buddy boy. Back in the hippie days. Well, I'm in Dallas myself. Well, you can never be iodine free. If you're eating any kind of processed food, it has salt in it, and a bunch of it also has iodine in it. So you're never totally iodine free. Well, his number's the only number I have. So I might have yours, I don't remember. But I know I've got his, and if I have issues, I call him. If I can't get hold of him, I try Lisa. Ain't no need to call my dispatch. Okay, you're just down the road from me. I'm over here by the Flying J and all that. Well, like I said, hillbilly, it ain't always a matter of just dropping your trailer. You get out here in a storm and that wind's blowing and stuff, it's been known to blow the ice and everything up under your tires where you can't get out. So it ain't a matter of saying some drivers ain't smart enough. It's a matter of sometimes it ain't possible. Trust me, truck drivers are smart enough to drop a trailer if they can instead of staying out in the cold, and the bitter cold at that, for hours toting diesel and a jug. Obviously, neither one of you two have been in one of them real bad blizzards. I hear you, who? Well, that's what I'm doing, Hillbilly. I'm trying to eat sugar-free, although I was just munching on them donuts earlier. That's a fact, who? Alright, Mongo, that's cool. Patrick, what's up? Alright, Jose, good night, man. Thanks for checking in with us, brother. And you be safe out there. You be careful. There's some weirdos out here. Oh, just chilling out, man. Chilling out and killing time. I got about 12 hours still to kill here. Where are you heading to, Jose? All right, Mark, be safe, brother. Love you, man. Good night. Appreciate you stopping in to visit. All right, James, be careful, brother. Love you, man. Thanks for visiting. Gotta let the dog out, roll the window down and throw him out. I'm fixing to go make me a sandwich. Folks dropping out of here like flies tonight, and I came on early. Been a lot in, 31 likes and 1 thumbs down. Y'all chat amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm gonna make me a sandwich. Oh goodness. What up, James? So what, if I make a sandwich, y'all gonna stop chatting? Paul, tell them what you did with that dessert. And did you go get stuff today to do another one? And how'd you do it? I'll be back up there in a minute. I was telling Grandma today that I've been known to make a sandwich and eat on here while y'all was chatting. That blew her away. You eat while you're live streaming? Oh, dadgum. You gotta stand on your head in this icebox. I know new people coming in saying, "Where's Papa Joe?" Oh yeah, good stuff. Oh. See, Michael, I was telling you that last batch was not very hot. Boy, this batch is. Ow. All right, let me back up. There you go. I see that. Who wanted to tell that? Howdy, Hans. James, howdy. Did you make another one today, Paul? How y'all love Nancy Poo Poo. Well, yeah, Grandma got gooder manners than me. No, not the pepper jack. The head cheese. Michael picks me up the hot head cheese, not the mild. I hear you, Patrick. Well, now who you eat spicy your way, I'll eat spicy my way. Well, and that's the thing, Hillbilly, is folks don't understand what might be a little bit to them can be a whole lot to someone else. It ain't like you live in New York City and got to pay $3,000 a month for rent. Welcome back, James. My sandwich is almost gone. Yep. And now it's gone. Ah, good stuff. Now I have a after sandwich cigarette. That's right. Had a sandwich, had to go. Come parked at a truck dealer. Uh-huh. Well, then that ought to be telling you need to stop and eat. Paul posted a picture last night of that orange chicken he made and the dessert he made. He was just trying to harass me, I think. Dropped down to 10 people while I was eating my sandwich. I guess I was boring. I probably would have left if y'all had let me. But oh no. Oh, ain't a big deal, Sea Hill. Sure do, James. Come on over. Or Jason, come on over. I got plenty of head cheese in there. Well, we'll have to ask Sheila about that, Paul. I didn't hear her singing your praises today. Actually, Grandma was talking about making some oatmeal cookies here a little while back. I like me some hot oatmeal cookies. I want them while they're still warm. Alright. If I don't see you by morning, I'll start easing east, but you can catch up. You in that large car. Well, see, Hill, when are you going to go trucking? That's what I thought, James. Nice, hot, and gooey, fresh out of the oven. Oh, yeah. Give me a glass of cold milk. No, with milk, who, not coffee. Yeah, that's what I was eating. Was head cheese, yeah. Now, where I get it from, well, actually, where Big Mike gets it for me, uh, they make a mild and a hot. I normally do the hot. Then I add some pepper jack to it. Oh, Jason, shame on you. I didn't have to take it how far, James? The hot head cheese? Oh, excuse me. Oh, milk and cookies. Milk and cookies is good for you. I hear you, hillbilly. Okay, I thought you told me a little bit back, see, Hill, that you was going to try to get into trucking. But I talk to so many people, I get folks confused with my sometimers. Oh. Well, did y'all see them lights go flying by? And I heard a siren. He'd be advertising. Three degrees. Kelly, you didn't even call me back, brother. Okay, it is a Mr. Fuel, my bad. Uh-oh. You're trying to break it, ain't you? Or you done did break it. Oh, me, oh my. Well, hopefully they will go ahead and hire you on. Putnam County, that's where my son died. I used to live in Morgan County. You live over there in Madison. Well, it's just outside of town. I don't live in any town. We used to live in Madison. No whining about 45 degrees. Well, hopefully you'll get on, Hillbilly. It's a matter of if you're performing better than the others. So if you go in and do your job, that's a good plus. If you show up in the bad weather, that's a bigger plus. James, depends on how you're doing it. I used to carry a little grill with me, and I used to, me and old pork chop, we used to cook our side dishes going down the road in our Burton stove. Then we would grill out here on the road. Now that's when I stayed out a long time, weeks on end. Nowadays, I cook at the house, but I'm home every weekend. And I will package it up either in little sandwich size freezer bags, or Grandma might do me one of those vacuum bags. But yeah, I'll package it up in little individual packages for a meal, and we freeze it at the house and bring it out. I have a small freezer, and if I turn my icebox on real cold, it'll freeze everything. So I'll do that and then thaw it out as I need it. So I need to go ahead and take my bedtime meds since I ate before I forget. Nobody was reminding me tonight. Alright, there's my meds. I can't get in trouble over that. EO, what's going on, man? God bless you too. Thank you. Now, why are the others gone? They couldn't cut it, or they let them go? My first truck driving job was with J.B. Hunt. My first legal one. Emperor, what's going on, buddy? Freezing your butt off. Oh no. Frozen tandems are not good. Well, then freeze your stuff up. Do you go home every week, James, or what? Even if you don't, I'd bring out enough stuff and just stuff that sucker full of everything I could. And just a couple hours before you're ready to eat, stop and grab out whatever you're going to eat. Set it out and let it thaw out. Carry a pan for thawing it out in so you don't get your floor all wet. New York City. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm doing good for a grumpy old man. I ain't gonna take your meds, Kelly. You take your own damn meds. On narcotics. Well, that'll get you ran off. Well, they can't arrest him for being on narcotics. They can only arrest him if they find him on him. Well, there's 3 of you in PA then. Two to 3 weeks at a time, I hear you. Well, when you go home, I'd be having a cook-off. Now, I don't know how many you have at home, but me and Grandma will do some cooking. It's just me and her. And we do up containers for me and for her. And we just stick them in the freezer. And hers are a lot smaller than mine for some reason. But yeah, you just got to think about when you're packaging them. You got to think about that ice box and the best way you're going to store them in there. On your way back to York. Do you mean York as in, oh dadgummit, they're in the Midwest? Can't think of the name of the town right now. I mean the state. Alright, God bless, Hill. Love you, man. Take it easy. York, PA, okay. I never did like them. Oh, I ain't into mint. Yeah, I know. Ain't it nice to have a fridge instead of a cooler? I got so tired of pouring out melted ice and buying ice. And I still see some drivers buying ice. Cracks me up. In a month's time, they could pay for a 12 volt. And I did a lot of, I used to stop at the rest areas that had the grills. I'd cook me up some hot dogs or a pork chop or whatever. If I had the kids with me, I'd hit a store and buy a little something and stop at a rest area and cook. Then I started carrying my own grill. Well, they got you all planned out, ain't they, Emperor? You better stop there, Hoop. I hear you. I got some canned stew back there. I got craving that the other day. Then when I stopped, I did something else, but me and Grandma had been talking about it. And she's like, you got me craving stew. I had stew. Yep, that's a fact, James. Oh yeah, JJ. Been there and done that too, Kelly. I can tell you now, open your can of beans before you put them out there. They will explode. All right, Mitch. God bless, brother. Love you. Thanks for stopping in. I hear you. I'm just sitting here watching the traffic flow by. Luckily tomorrow when I leave here I won't have too much traffic. Oh, I do need to put in my next couple drops though. Yep, Blue, I'm at the receiver. Well, that 95,000 miles, whatever it is, that ain't bad. You've been taking care of it, ought to be good for another 100,000. Oh wait, it's a Ford. Never mind. I got to punch in some addresses here right quick while I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, they'll get me empty in the morning. I'll be trying to figure out where I'm going. Monroe, Louisiana, and Kilgore, Texas.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Boy, I don't know if I've been to this one in Monroe. Yeah, I'll look and see, but boy, I don't strike no bells. Well, I have been there, okay. That's some timers. They get 6. Or, I'm sorry, Kilgore gets 6. And the last one gets 5. Fair enough. Get rid of this trash here. Y'all watching that traffic flow by? Wishing you was out there trucking? You're rather evidence so Grandma don't know I was eating donuts. I was over there at the Big D. Is that where you're at, Blue? I was at the Big D earlier. There wasn't no parking over there, which is just as well. I came on down here anyhow, and there wasn't no parking down here at the TA or Flying J, so I came over to my receiver. All right, Mike, good night, man. I can believe that, Jim. Earlier you said it was beer and barley. So now is it beef and barley or beer and barley? Can't dodge it, ram it, that's right. I've not had a problem with Dodges eating transmissions. I've been a Mopar man for years. Now back in the 60s and 70s, they would go through starters and alternators, but not transmissions. Anymore, hillbilly, you don't know what's really made here. Half of what's supposed to be American is only assembled here anyway. Well, I go to a truck parts place there in Kilgore, and actually that's where I'll go in Monroe. And I usually go over to a place in West Monroe to pick up some kind of lumber or plywood. Yep, that's right, Jason. Jamie, how you doing tonight? Warwick, what's going on, brother? Me? No, I don't do flatbed. I do a dry box. know it's starting to kill my neck and my wrist leaning up here to scroll on this thing. Y'all see that W9 over there in that line? There's two more of them over here to my left. Two white ones over here. Well, that's me, James. The knees are shot out. They got me in a temporary truck right now where I'm driving a 10-speed. Wasn't too bad till I started getting into town. You know, out there on the big road, you can just float them around, but in town you can't. Oh, well, you can a little bit, but not all the time. Yeah, if you look down that line, go to the far end, and it's 1, 2, 3, third one. Just past that white truck there. Sticking out just a little bit past that white one. That's a W9. Well, Hillbilly, that's all Kenworth's over there. I'm at a Kenworth dealer. Nope, that's my APU you hear. No, it's a straight head. Like me a W9 now. Well, and that's how I was. I wasn't, no, that's just how they sound. I was not a big fan of going automatic until I drove one. And boy, does it save the knees. I listen to these people get on here and talking about how they won't drive one, all that, and I'm just like, uh-huh. You either ain't been driving very long or your knees ain't shot out. Well, do your math, Emperor. Don't go into a blind and on a dream. Nah, I don't do expressos, thank you. Yeah, well, I can't say last truck, but before I came over here, that's what I was driving, was a W9 with 18 speed. It had the 450 that would turn up to a 500 or whatever it was, and it was wide open. It would go faster than I wanted to go. It was a true large car. Now, what's your definition over there in Australia for a large car and a big truck there, Warwick? But we have our own definition over here. Sticks, what's up? Well, Josh, that's because they had it cut back and you didn't know what you was doing. I don't even make coffee in the truck anymore. Back in the day, Grandma used to make coffee in here. But we didn't have all these APUs and all that stuff. So we had a little 2 or 3 cup 12-volt coffee maker. So she'd make us make a pot, and that'd give each of us about a half a cup. Then she'd start the second cup, or second pot. It was a pain in the butt, but we made do. It was what we had. Today's truckers really don't know how all these conveniences we have in these trucks make this so much better. Then I hear drivers whining about how rough it is out here, and I just shake my head. Like, y'all ain't got a clue what we used to deal with. That's right, Emperor. The grain haulers, for the most part, are seasonal. Now, if you can get hooked up, there's plenty of the granaries that do ship that stuff all over the country. But that's a unique place. Go online, and there's a lot of different dispatch or broker boards. And look for a grain hauler broker board and start checking it out, seeing what kind of rates they got and where all they're hauling to and from. But once again, you go doing that, if you can't get on with a damn good company that you know for a fact's a good company, I encourage you to get your own authorities, get everything in your name, and you run your own broker. You know, you go to the broker boards and get them yourself. But you got to stay on top of your paperwork and your IFTA taxes and your income taxes and Social Security. A lot of people don't realize that off of 1099 you got paying Social Security. You start doing that, you need to get you a damn good trucking accountant. Notice I said a trucking accountant. So, and then they'll keep you on the straight. Well, Warwick, the difference over here is a big truck is just a regular truck where you go as fast as you can. A large car, you go as fast as you want to. Oh, that's the difference. Oh no, I ain't never drove no star cars. Well, good luck there, Sticks. There you go, Paul. That's right. Zach, good evening. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Oakley trucks. I'd be talking to some of the drivers for them. I'd talk to several. Don't go talk to one or two and make a judgment call from one or two. Yeah, that wouldn't be all bad, Emperor. Back in the day, Landstar was the way to go. Oh no. Running low on Mountain Dew. Can't have that. That's what's going to kill me this week is I didn't go home this weekend. I'm going to be running. I already had to buy cigarettes out here yesterday. And I'm going to be buying food out here and sodas out here and my energy drinks. It's going to get a little pricey on me. Well, Paul stays local, man. He don't run OTR. Now I got more Mountain Dew. I just ran out of them in my cup. I hear you, Emperor. Good thing. What up, Mongo? Well, that's nice. I drink Diet Mountain Dew. I never heard of having to do a Class A and then a Class B and then a Class A. Why are you doing both? Why don't you just wait and do your Class A? That don't make sense to me. Explain that. I used to, Emperor. Good Lord took that away from me. I used to make a sailor blush. Well, if you have your Class A, you can drive a Class B vehicle. But if you have a Class B, you cannot drive a Class A. I would not buy a day cab. Your day cabs actually cost more than your sleeper trucks. If facts be known, you do your homework, you'll see I'm correct. And if you have a sleeper truck, if your grain hauling don't work out, you can always trip lease with somebody and run their box trailer, reefer trailer, whatever. But if you've got a day cab, then you're only going to be doing short hauls. That ain't good. I'd go with a sleeper truck, even if you just got a small one. Small sleeper, that is. And you need to get a truck that's set up for the work. So don't go getting a truck solely by the price of the truck. You want a truck that is made to run. Haul heavy and run. Load it like a freight train, drive it like an airplane. You remember that, Paul? I don't know. I've heard a little bit about it and I shared it, but I haven't checked into it. Hillbilly, you're not even into trucking, man. You don't know what you like, dude. Yes, a Class A will cover a bus. You just have to get passenger endorsement. But a Class A with a passenger endorsement will cover your school buses. Now, what state you're in, you might have to get an additional school bus or something, but still. But if that's how your school's doing it, so be it. Have at it. No, I don't think they do, Hillbilly. I think they got other companies that come in and do that. Yeah, exactly, Emperor. They are way overpriced. Well, Zach, they got to get more organized. They got to let us know what they're wanting us to shut down for, who's going to be the talking points. There's a whole lot to it. I covered this earlier in this live stream. You can't just say we're going to have a shutdown. That ain't going to do nothing for nobody. All that's going to do is make us look bad. So, you know, who's going to head this up and speak for the truckers? And what points do they want to make? You know? That's probably true, Mongo. The corn cow sanga. Okay, I don't know what that is, but okay. It sounds different. I'm into different. Well, chances are if it expired, you got to go in and pay again and take your written all over again. Ah, corned beef. I like corned beef. They're not going to change emission laws. That ain't going to happen. Just like they're not going to do away with ELDs. They might do away with a 30-minute break. And as for truckers' pay, that's already been fought in different courts. So that's just a matter of truck drivers taking their companies to court that ain't paying them. And they're talking about, when they're talking about not paying them, they're talking about all the time spent in the docks and all this, all your waiting time. We get hosed pretty good on that stuff, but none of those are a reason to try to shut the industry down. Well, every state's different, Hillbilly. And actually, when they came out with the CDL, that was supposed to unite it where all states were the same, where we all fell under the same laws and all this, but that didn't work out too good. Well, it's already happening, who? I doubt if y'all are operating on DOT hours, Hillbilly. If you were, you'd be running a logbook. That's a T680 I'm parked beside. Never even heard of one before. Heard of a 660. I really don't see any difference in them. Well, are you running a logbook? You know, how many hours a week do you work? How many hours a day do you work? The labor laws of our country says that you get that lunch break, not DOT laws. DOT regulations say that you can only work X amount of hours a day, X amount of hours a week. And I doubt if y'all are really on those. Now, I know some of the companies, UPS, Yellow, a bunch of them, when you hired on with them, you had to work the dock and learn how to load and unload the trailers. And you did that in between your driving times, and yes, you ran off DOT hours. That was on duty, not driving time. But if you're in there in a temp service and just loading and unloading trucks, then I find it hard to believe that now you could be, but I find it hard to believe that you're operating off DOT truck driver hours. That could be with your company that they also have drivers that work the dock, so they've set up the hours accordingly. Hard telling. They're not going to, man. They're bitching now about what Trump's doing on lightening up some stuff that it is. Yeah, see, you ain't even getting close to your 70. Zach, when you going in to take your other testing? Cal, what's up? There you go. Might as well build them for the job. And I really don't see how temp services are vultures. I disagree with you there. Temp services are a buffer. You got too many people out here that are on drugs, don't really want to work and all that. So these companies go through them to weed out a bunch of the bad people that they don't want. Instead of them having to hire someone to do it, they go through the temp service. It is what it is. Then you either make it so long or you don't. So they're still making cab overs over there? You been reading up? Did you find a site where you could go and take the test? If you're doing all that in one day, you're going to be a busy boy. I know the 3 written tests. That ain't going to take you. I know they're timed. Well, I don't know if they're timed or not, but that shouldn't take you too long. Waiting in line on that pre-trip, that could take a while. Well, Zach, how come you haven't went with a school? Didn't you tell me you'd found a company that was going to take you? They don't have a school you can go to? I didn't even see where Kel had made a comment other than saying, holy smoke. Yeah, that's the only comment I got from Kel. Well, you're at home, ain't you, Cale? Okay, you gotta get your permit first. No, it ain't a matter of hating truck drivers. They're just a bunch of tree huggers trying to save our planet. And unfortunately, like a lot of other stuff with all industries, you have people that are totally uneducated about our occupation, our industry, that are making the laws for it. So the ones that are trying to inform them, unfortunately, are the ones with the most money that can afford to hire someone to go to D.C. to bribe them, or I'm sorry, educate them. And those happen to be probably the ones that are making the junk we're having to put on here. But it ain't a matter of just hating truck drivers. Oh, that's right. You was doing a birthday deal today. And no, it didn't pop up. I don't know what. Well, cool. Glad y'all enjoyed it. You leaving out tonight or in the morning? You still at home? If you are, tell Jessie hi for me. Unless she's awake. Don't wake her up. Just tell her Papa Joe said hi. Oh, goodness. Well, good deal. I'm fixing to get off here myself and call Grandma and let her flirt with me. She ain't got to flirt with me in a little while. There you go, Warwick. Keep that up and you're going to want a Miller to wash you down with. Yeah, I read through your typo. Heading out in the morning around 8. Oh, Kel stays up there around the house. He stays in them cold states. I like my corned beef. I like my corned beef hash too. Breakfast of champions right there now. I cooked up corned beef and cabbage for New Year's. Moses, what's going on with you? Corned beef and hash is, it comes in a can actually. And it's corned beef that is cooked up with little potatoes. It's a breakfast type deal, basically, Warwick. But you're going to have to come over and visit me sometime, man. I get a couple weeks a year vacation. We're going to have to get you over here. I'll teach you about some American eating, some Tex-Mex. I got a guest bedroom. International Airport, flies right into Houston. That's right, Paul. I've been known to mix eggs into it. I've been known to do sunny side up on top of them. Anyway, I've been known to open the can up, just put a little mustard on it and mix it in a little mustard and put it on a cracker. I got some back there in the sleeper right now. Well, that's why you put skis on them wheels. Then you just ski around. Dippy eggs? I guess if that's what you want to call them. White's done and yellow's running. I cook hard eggs for a sandwich. Now I don't do much horse relish anymore. I used to. I grew up eating it. That's probably one of the reasons I don't eat it so much anymore. Warwick, you gotta make me some cooking videos for that Australian food over there, dude. I seen you. You ain't no little feller, so I know you eat good. Yeah, I kind of gathered that, hillbilly. You got your passport there, Warwick? You need to shoot me a message through Facebook. Flomal, what's up? That boy of mine's got some site he goes through for fairly cheap plane tickets. Well, dadgummit. You'd have to have your passport to come visit me. Next you're going to be saying that slap your mama. Tell you what, this Kenworth is open all night. And they've just got a steady flow of these cars and stuff coming and going. I don't know if y'all are paying any attention to that or not. Some of them coming around out front there. But the majority of them know to come around to this door. No, actually, he was coming in. You'll see him leaving here in just a little bit. But there ain't nobody in here. They don't even realize I'm sitting here watching them. On a roast cow. I like the way you put something there, Warwick. Horseradish and scrambled eggs. Are you from Mars? The hillbilly, I kind of got the same feeling. American ingenuity. What's the old saying? Necessity is the mother of invention. Don't threaten us, Emperor. Josh, what's up? Full power eggs, okay. Well, I like me a little Tabasco once in a while on my eggs, or a little Tabasco on my biscuits and gravy. Yep, that's a fact, Kale. Right? Well, I'm a big fan of eggs pretty much any way you can fix them. And deviled eggs, oh man, I'll tear some deviled eggs up. Yep. Well, the orange chicken that Paul made earlier, I put a few good doses of Tabasco in it, but he didn't get to try it with the Tabasco. So he's going to have to get him some Tabasco and try it. Well, I like 3-minute eggs myself. Well, other than it's a dirty blue right now. Actually, if you look at my cooking videos, I think it got put into the cooking list. Carlos did some Mexican eggs. They look quite interesting. I haven't tried them. I need to see if that made it into the cooking playlist. I haven't put my videos in the playlist in a long time. Need to go through and do that. That's what I should be doing now instead of being on here. Ain't no such thing as the wrong Tabasco. No, he did not, who? Now what is chutney, Warwick? No, I haven't, Kale. I do the regular old school Tabasco. I've seen the other kind, I just ain't never tried it. I don't do a whole lot of Tabasco, period. That's right, Plum. Girlfriend equals priority. Yeah, I might try it sometime. Whenever I run out of this bottle, but a bottle lasts me a couple years. Unless I go cooking up a lot of that orange chicken. And then I still only do it for flavor. I don't do it for heat. Okay. Must be kind of like our salsa. We have salsa and then we have, oh, dadgum. We got another one that, I can't think the name of it. That's sometimers. Working overtimers. Chow chow, that's what I was thinking of, Paul. Thank you. But now I've seen chow chow made all different kinds of ways. Depends upon what part of the country you're in. Well, go to bed, hillbilly. Time you gotta go to work in the morning. I'm gonna run this up to 3 hours and a minute or two. Then I'm gonna call it quits. I don't know what the longest one we've had is, but we'll buzz this one over 3 hours. Oh, so you don't go to work till tomorrow night. All right, Kel. Good night, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Well, and that's why I said I was going to run up to 3 hours in just a few minutes. Just for the heck of it. We've got this close. We might as well go for it, right? Although there's only 6 of us, well, 7 left now. Now Kel's leaving. That'll knock it back to 6. Kind of a long one. People get bored, I reckon. But 42 thumbs up, that's got to be some kind of record, too. Well, I might do that, Warwick, unless you look them up and send them to me. Grandma won't look them up. She hates doing any kind of a Google search. She's about the world's worst on that. Well, I'll be darned. There's Carlos. What's up, brother? Plum, you're getting hungry with all this talk, are you? JJ, see that comment right above yours telling Kale later? That chutney? Why don't you look up a couple recipes for that or something and shoot it to me in email or text? If you would, let's see what he's talking about. All right, Warwick's saying he will too. Yeah, JJD might like that idea and want to do something with it. Well, Carlos earlier, everybody was asking where you at. Well, I figured you got mad at us and just abandoned the whole group. And we don't want to hear about the babies cheerleading and all that. You don't like us no more. There, I told him for you, JJ. See, now he don't want to talk to us. He just came in to make a presence and then leave. Ah, okay. You're on the Nancy kick tonight, who? That must have been from that the live stream this morning for Sunday, right? Warwick's telling us about some weird stuff they eat over there in Australia. Anyway, they call it different than we do, so you know. Last night he was talking about cooking kangaroo tail. Go easy on him, JJ. Don't run him off. We just got him back. Vegemite, ain't that them Australian termites? Now I think you just got different names for stuff. I'm quite certain we got stuff you ain't ate. And it probably sounds pretty damn weird to you too. But I do want to get you to make me some videos of some of the stuff you're cooking over there. I don't even watch her little outburst. Did you watch this morning's live stream, Carlos? I was talking a little bit about Nancy because somebody questioned me. Well, right now, Hillbilly, Warwick was saying the other night, it's pretty damn warm over there right now. They got a heat wave going on. And no, they don't want our winter. Oh, you don't want to see my bunk. I'm in somebody else's truck and all their stuff's in here plus my stuff. Well, this truck's packed right now. I got just enough room to lay down back there. Majority of my stuff's on the bunk. Trust me, Hillbilly, you run from one thing and you just find something else. Well, if you can understand them, right? You know, I try to read some of the stuff on Warwick's Facebook, and some of the comments they make, it just makes you scratch your head. Well, it ain't that I'm having so much trouble with them. They put me in that other truck Well, then they hired on a new driver, and that was one of the extra trucks, and we don't have a bunch of extra trucks. So they had to take me out of that so a new driver could get in it. So they put me in somebody else's truck. I don't know where this feller is. I know if I left my truck on the yard and they put somebody in it, I'd be pissed. I don't like driving someone else's truck. Kale, what are you doing back? Thought you was getting off and going to bed. Yeah, I done took the meds and I had head cheese for dinner. Head cheese and a pack of cigarettes. No, I was talking to Kale, not you. Kale just signed off a few minutes ago and here he is back already. He just can't leave us is what it is. No, I didn't smoke the head cheese. It's too hard to keep it lit. You're on your cell phone, hillbilly. Kind of like looking for your glasses when they're on your head, ain't it? Uh-huh. Actually, I let the cigarette wait and inhaled a sandwich. Onesie, twosies of the shirts are going out. You know, a couple of week type deal. Yeah, I think Kel did a picture of his shirt. I ain't sure if anybody else did. I guess I ought to do a picture of me with my shirt, huh? I can't yell at them if I ain't done it. Oh, Carlos, Little Joe did a new shirt. One for trolls you need to go check out. He actually done up a couple. Well, I don't think he got the troll one up yet. He done it, but I don't think he's got it done up, put up yet. I need to remind him of that. But this weekend he was getting moved into his new apartment. He's now officially out of student housing. Well, as of tomorrow. Turned his key in Tuesday morning. Let's see, 3 hours and 1 minute. We'll just do a few more minutes and I'm going to get off here. Go and run up to about 3:10, I guess. At least 3:05. And people still coming in. Oh, goodness. Y'all must be getting tired, too. You done run out of stuff to say. I hear you, James. Hey, we're still here, man. We're trying to set a new record tonight. We made the 3-hour mark, but we're not sure what our record is. So we're going to shoot for like 3:10. Uh-oh. Right, that's what I was telling you, is I don't think he put the troll up yet. Warwick, I'd go up to Canada and they would just trip on me. Of course, I'd lay on my southern accent a little thicker. So they just love that southern accent up there. Now, I figure if I can understand them Cajuns, I ought to be able to almost understand an Australian. Other than some of your slang. I hear you, James. You don't want to hear my solution to it. Pull the ring and there goes the house. That's why we say it's cheaper to keep her. Talk to the good Lord, man. Go into some prayer. Have a chat with the good Lord. Lay back there and just talk to Him a little bit. Ask Him to bless you with some sleep. I'm at my receiver here in Dallas. I couldn't find any parking, so I just parked up here in their back lot. That's a bunch of their trucks over there. I'm at Kenworth. Oh, the majority of those are customer trucks, it looks like. I see names on the sides. So either they're waiting to get worked on or they done been worked on. I don't know if that's the ready line or the work on line or pickup line. Boy, Josh, 3 of them deleted real quick. Either you're saying bad stuff and my monitors are getting you or something. Nope, my truck ain't idling. So were you having typos? Well, he must be having typos then. Yeah, because he gets good deals on them. He used to buy Peterbilt's, Kenworths, and Volvos. Those are the 3 dealers around us. And a couple years ago, he decided to up how many he was buying at a time. And Peterbilt was the only one that was willing to work with him and give him a break for buying multiple trucks. So he kind of got mad at the others and told Peterbilt, you give me good deals and I'll buy your Peterbilts. That's my way of saying it. But he knows I'm a Kenworth man, and he came to me himself and told me that Kenworth would not work with him. They wouldn't cut him no kind of break. So he was going to start buying just Peterbilts. And I assume it was the same thing on Volvos. Or maybe the Volvos were too heavy, but Peterbilt works with him real good. Oh, you can't blame him. All right, hell, take it easy, bro. What up, Cincy? That's probably true, Emperor. Yep. And he's a businessman, you know. So he's got to go with whoever's going to give him the deal. And they service our, we service our trucks, but when it has to go to a dealer, Peterbilt gets us in quick. Well, y'all was there on one of the live streams with me. You know, I don't remember what they was doing, but I've had to go to that Peterbilt twice, and I was there less than a half hour, and they already had it in the shop working on it. Now, of course, some of the stuff takes a little while, so I've spent 3 or 4 hours in there. I don't remember. It really wasn't too long for a dealer. So, you know, if they're giving him a good price and they're giving him good service, I'd go with them. I agree, Emperor. Peterbilt's doing what it takes. Okay, Josh. Whatever all that is, I'm not a gamer, dude. Life is a big enough game for me. I deal with games out here on the highway with these idiots in the four-wheelers and big trucks that are trying to drive and read their emails and alright. If it's real stuff, I'll go for it. Thank you for fighting them off. I'm parked here by T680. I'd never really seen one till I looked over there. It's a blue one, which I like blue. It looks a lot like this Peter car I'm in. Anymore, all these trucks look alike, just like the motorcycles. You know, everybody try and make their motorcycle look like a Harley. That started with Goldwing. Sensei, who you asking to do live streams? I'm doing one right now. So you must not be asking me. Well, shoot me a link to that, Josh. After this live stream's over, put it in a comment. I'd like to go see what they found. I was watching a deal here a while back where they was hunting for the remains of giants. They had some in Missouri, Arkansas, those Ozark Mountain areas. And you can see the old newsprints, old stories, and the size of the bones and stuff, but they all just seem to disappear. Huh. And the Bible talks about there being giants on the earth, and everybody thought it was just a fairy tale. Some of that stuff's amazing. Yep. And it also talks about the giants interbreeding with mortals, which makes you wonder why they was giants and they weren't interbreeding with mortals. I don't know. That's possible too, Josh. I'm not one to automatically doubt everything because I haven't seen it. But now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not going to dedicate a lot of my time trying to research it either to find out the truth, or the so-called truth. Well, folks, you see how long we've been going now? 3 hours and 15 minutes. I'm going to get off here and give Grandma a call. I appreciate y'all coming in. It's been an awesome night. I enjoyed the live stream. I was reading the comments there, don't mind me. But y'all remember, God loves you and so do I. Josh, put that up here in a few minutes after this goes through. Warwick, you be good, man. Let's see. I also would like to know so clearly angels had free will. Angels do not have free will. Angels were created for a job. Man was created for free will. All right, Carlos. We made it over 2,500 subscribers, brother. That was the other night. JJ, good night. Plum Al, good night. Josh, good night. Who, good night. Everybody else, if I missed you, good night. Remember, God loves you and so do I. Y'all have a blessed